svima, dobrodošli na konferenciju za medije, hrvatske nogometne reprezentaciju, četvrtfinala svjetskog prvenstva protiv Brazila. Tamo su danas srebrni reprezentativci Mateo Kovačić i Lovren. Hello everybody, welcome to the press conference of the Croatian national team ahead of the match against Brazil in the World Cup quarterfinals. We have our two silver medalists, Mateo Kovačić and Lovren, with us. Feel free to ask questions in English and I'll translate back to English their answers, but the players will speak only in Croatian. We can start with your questions, just please use the microphone. If there are no questions, yeah.
Hello, good night, good evening. Salah from ESPN Brazil. A question for Kovačić, please. I'd like to know the importance of Luka Modrić in the Croatian team. You as a player who plays beside him in the midfield, we all know the size that Luka Modrić has. He also has a very good relationship with the Brazilian players from Real Madrid. So I'd like to please know the importance of having Luka Modrić and to play beside him. Thank you.
Mislim da svi znaju koja je važnost Luke Modrića, to je nevjerovatno za Hrvatsku, tako da naš kapetan, naš vođa i ponosni smo što ga imamo, tako da velika čast igrati uz njega i učiti svaki dan izvamo, tako da mogu sam reći naš kapetan i naravno najbitniji igrač ove reprezentacije.
I think everybody in the world knows the value of Luka Modrić. He's unbelievable. He's our captain, our leader, our best player. We are proud to have him on the team, and for me it's an honor and privilege to play with him, to train with him, to work with him. Yeah.
Yes, for Mateo Kovačić. Do you think that on Friday Croatia is going to play against the favorite team in this World Cup? And one more, before the World Cup, Brazilian said that Brazil prepared around 10 celebrations for the goals. It's an extra goal to achieve. Don't let them dance in Friday.
Ono drugo pitanje, nemam iskreno neki odgovor, tako da neće ni drugi odgovarati na to, a prvo pitanje, pa jesu sigurno. Brazil je po meni uvijek favorit za svjetsko prvenstvo, ali ne samo oni. Ovdje je puno vrhunskih ekipa, tako da ima više favorita, ali mi smo koncentrirani na nas, na našu igru i pokazati svoj najbolji svijetlo u petak.
I don't have any particular comment regarding your second question, and regarding the first question, yes, Brazil is always among the favorites to win the World Cup. There are several other top teams, but we are focused on ourselves to give the best possible performance.
Dobar dan svima, čestitke momci na ulasku u četvrtfinale. Za Dejana, evo bili smo na ovom mjestu prije 15 dana, otprilike malo si u jednom trenutku ljutito odgovorio na jedno pitanje. Sada nakon 4 svoje odlične utakmice za reprezentaciju, što možeš možda reći onima koji su možda sumnjali u tebe na početku prvenstva?
Hvala Marko na pitanju. Lijepo je vas vidjeti nakon 15 dana ovdje tu, ali u većem broju. Pa šta mogu reći? Nisam se iskreno naljutio, niti sam, jednostavno možda sam prihvatio to pitanje nekako krivo, pa sam odgovorio malo neprimjereno možda, tako da nadam se da ćemo se još za 15 dana vidjeti. Zadovoljan sam sa cijelom svojom ekipom. To je najbitnije. To što sad neko procjeni ja dobro igram ili ne, rekao sam iskreno, mene svejedno. Sam sebi sam svoj najveći kritičar, tako da ne mora mi niko drugi to objašnjavati kad igram loše ili dobro. Bitno da je ekipa zdrava, vesela trenutno i da idemo dalje.
The question was about the fact that Jan was here at the press conference a couple of weeks ago, and we ended the press conference with a question about his form and how does it feel, and how does he feel now, 2 weeks later. Jan said, well, it's nice to see you here today as well. I didn't get angry at the questions, maybe I didn't answer it right at the moment, but I'm happy that you're here in big numbers, and hopefully I'll see you in the next 14 days as well here. As for the criticism, I'm the biggest critic of myself, so I don't need others to tell me how I'm playing. What I'm only worried about is the success of the team, and we are doing very well, and I'm happy to see the joy in the team, the fact that we are healthy and we are doing very well at this World Cup so far. Yeah. Može.
Dobar večer svima. Mateo, ovo za tebe. Kako se osjećaš? Izbornik Dalić je istaknuo da ste pretrčali jako puno kilometara, samo 150 u zadnjoj utakmici, svi, da je jako zadovoljan s tim. Da li su mnogi malo teške? Kako ste, otkud ovaj ožiljak, da li je to poslije sa terena? I htio sam te pitati samo na kraju, ako možeš reći, mnogi od tebe očekuju i misle da je tvoj forte, onaj trg prema naprijed okupiti, kojeg tako sjajno radiš, pa da nam otkriješ i onda nekad to ne vidimo, pa svi kažu zašto ne ide. U smislu da nam onda objasniš kad to ide nekad lakše, a kad teže, zašto toga nekad ima, nekad nema. Realno, htio sam te pitat, isto odmah da se nastavimo, protivnik Brazil, svi smatruju favoritima, a da li je to sad možda i dodatna motivacija za nas da pokažemo opet?
Pa je, mislim da smo trkački dosta spremni, što se vidi ovih prvih 4 utakmice, da stvarno dajemo sve od sebe, da dosta trčimo i tu je prostor da diže prostor, tako da imamo taj bonus. Što se tiče mog lica, imao sam malo nezgodu u teretani, nije ništa strašno.
Laže.
Tako da sve je okej. A što se tiče ovog trećeg pitanja, u vezi mojih prodora, mislim da nije to baš tako jednostavno. Najlakše bi bilo kad bi uzeo loptu od Livoga, prošao sve nabio kola, to baš i nije tako igramo protiv ljudi koji također se bore i trče i igraju sjajno, tako da protiv Japana je bilo dosta teško, bili su zatvoreni, dosta dobro su igrali obrambeno, tako da nije nam bilo jednostavno i mislim da je ova ekipa pokazala opet karakter, moć i ono što nas krasi ovu svjetsku, to je natrka kao što ste rekli, tako da zadovoljni smo svojim izvedbama, ali mislim da mi možemo još puno bolje i to trebamo pokazati u petak.
Treba se mene pitati. Kad bih ja bravo traju odgovor. Vidiš, ja sam ostao netak. Pa, definitivno je Brazil favorit i bili su i prije ovog svjetskog prvenstva, realno kad pogledamo igrači na kojim pozicijama, oni doslovno imaju dvije ekipe u kojem u bilo kojem trenutku mogu promijeniti tijek utakmice, tako da definitivno jesu favoriti i iskreno mi nemamo problema sa tim. Cijenimo svakog, poštujemo svakoga i tako ćemo se pokazati na terenu.
The questions for Mateo were about the physical condition of the team after 4 difficult games. And the question was about, let's say, verticality and Mateo's ability to dribble past the players, and why does it seem that in some games he does it more than the others. Mateo said that we showed that we are in a great physical shape so far. We ran really a lot during these 4 games. Of course, we have Marcelo Brozovic to increase that average for the team. As for my face, because the question was about a small injury, small bruise that Mateo has, he said that it was just a minor accident in the fitness, nothing major. And as for this dribbling thing, he said, well, yeah, it would be the easiest if I can just take the ball from Livakovic and dribble past all the players and score a goal. but that's not the way it works. The other teams also know how to play. Japanese team was fighting very well. They were disciplined, running a lot, so it was very difficult to break them down. I'm happy with our performances so far. We showed quality, we showed physical fitness, but I believe we can play even better going forward. The question for Dan was, is Croatian team motivated with the fact that Brazil is considered the favorite in this game? He said, well, Brazil was the favorite even before the tournament. They have pretty much two teams that can play at this level, and any substitution can make a major impact on the game. But we have no issues with that. We respect everybody, and that's how we work.
Poštovanje, dobar dan, čestitke na rezultatima do sada. Pitanje za jednog i za drugog, možda za Dejana prvo pitanje jer će morati malo duže razmišljati. Kad se ulazio u reprezentaciju, prva utakmica protiv Katara, bili su stoperski trojac ili tandem ili ko je već Križanac, Kovač i Đošinović. Od tada je prošlo jako puno godina, ušao si kao mlad, kao talentiran igrač koji je napravio odličnu karijeru, ja bih rekao. Međutim, sad si ti u toj ulozi u kojoj su tada bili iskusni igrači. Kako gledaš na ovo što sad igra Gvardiol, kakav mu savjet možeš dati, kakvi su savjet oni davali tebi u tim trenucima i što njega čeka u toj situaciji? A za Mateja pitanje, kad si spominjao te svoje slalome i veleslalome, zanima me je li teže to napraviti protiv slabijeg suparnika koji je zatvoren, koji je koncentriran isključivo na obranu, ili protiv boljeg suparnika koji igra, koji se nastoji nadigravati i time ti ostavlja više prostora? Hvala.
Hvala na pitanju. Dobro pitanje. Da, sad sam u toj ulozi. Kao kad sam ja bio klinac i pratio korake Đošinovića, Roberta Kovača, Križanca i još drugih stopera koji su bili sa mnom. Gledao sam svaki njihov korak, pratio šta rade i naravno upio sve što su mi govorili. Tako da možda sam malo bili žustri, malo prema meni, ali šta je ovo?
Teško pitanje.
I evo, kao što sam rekao, pokušavam naravno pričati sa Joškom koliko god je moguće, naravno samo mu pozitivne savjete davati, sluša, upija i mislim da je on daleko ispred mene nego što sam ja bio sa 20 godina, jer ima takvu kvalitetu, to je već sad pokazao na ovom svjetskom prvenstvu i prije toga. Nije ni čudo što se svi klubovi zanimaju za njega. Evo, nadam se da će i on tako za 15 godina pričati da sam ja dao savjete.
Pitat ću.
Daj Bože.
Uz pitanje ovo koje ste postavili, sigurno da je lakše kad se protivnik nadigrava jer naravno ostavlja više prostora, ali mislim da u svojoj igri mogu puno poboljšati što ste rekli, kad se ekipa zatvori, da nađem taj prostor da i tu napravi razliku, što je naravno teže, ali mislim da na tim stvarima mogu dodatno raditi, tako da svaka utakmica nosi svoje neke zahtjeve i drugačije, tako da jednostavno treba pokazati svoje kvalitete u kakvoj god utakmici bilo.
The question for Dan was about the experience that he had when he entered the Croatian national team some time ago, when the center backs were Robert Kovač, Josip Šimović, Ivica Križanac and others, and what advice did he get from them, and what advice does he share with Joško Gvardiol today? Dan said that, now I'm in that role. I looked at them as role models. I learned from everything they did. Maybe they were a little bit tougher with me than I am with Joško. course, I try to talk with him as much as possible to give him some constructive feedback on everything that he's doing, and he's learning from that. He has a great quality. I think he's way ahead of me at 20 years old. It's no wonder that every team in the world, every club in the world is interested for his services, and I hope that in 15 years he'll be in my role, sharing his experience and knowledge with the new generation. Especially for Mattel was, is it easier to show his dribbling skills against maybe a weaker team or against stronger team that leaves more space for him? Mattel said, yeah, of course it's easier if there's more space, but it's on me to be as good as I can be and to improve when the opponent is in a more defensive stance. Of course, every game is very different, and it's on me to play as good as I can and show my ability in every game.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Edson Viana from Brazil. The recent results in World Cup in 18 and this one puts Croatia as the most powerful team in Eastern Europe. How do you build that strength, and how do you feel about that? And if you agree that Croatia now is the best team in Eastern Europe? Thank you. Forward, please.
We have to look at the map a little bit better because we are not really Eastern Europe, but let's say that we are not Western Europe. Central Europe would be much better explanation.
Western Europe, sorry.
Yeah, I think the recent results. Pa mislim da rezultati zadnjih godina pokazuju da smo stvarno dobra momčad, da imamo veliki talent, ali taj talent smo imali prije, a mislim da zadnjih godina stvarno pokazujemo moć, zajedništvo, borbu za Hrvatsku i ponos igranja za dres, tako da jednostavno je čast igrati za Hrvatsku i rezultati se stvarno poklapaju zadnjih godina. Mislim da smo od Eura, ako se ne varam, izgubili jednu utakmicu protiv Austrije, tako da to pokazuje da stvarno smo dobri i jednostavno trebamo tako nastaviti, biti još bolji i pokušati dalje raditi ovakve sjajne stvari.
Yeah, I would say that the results show that we really have a lot of quality. I think Croatia always has talent, but the last few years we show a lot of power, a lot of togetherness, pride and fight when we are playing for the national team. It's a great honor for each one of us to play for Croatia, and the results follow that. I think we lost only one game after Euro 2020, so that shows really a continuity of really good results. And all we have to do is keep on going and keep on improving.
Yes, Benedict Steininger for Saxophone News. Matteo, playing in England, you're used to a very physical way of football. Is physicality maybe the key to take down Brazil tomorrow?
Pa je, igrati u Premier Ligi sam navikao na borbu i na teške utakmice i mislim da će to trebati protiv Brazila da se nametnemo. Mi se želimo nametnuti prvo igrački, a onda naravno i pokazati fizičku moć, biti čvrsti u duelu, pokušati se izboriti za svaku loptu, biti na drugoj lopti, tako da to će biti iznimno bitno i mi smo spremni na to. Imamo još 2 dana da se dobro pripremimo, dobro odmorimo i pokažemo pravu hrvatsku uspjehu.
Yeah, we got accustomed to very tough physical games in the Premier League, and that's something that we need to show against Brazil. Of course, we want to first show our technical quality as well, but yeah, I would agree that we want to show the physical ability in every duel, in every possession. That's very important in this game. We have 2 more days to get some rest and prepare as good as we can. Sasha.
Pozdrav Mateo, pozdrav Dejana, čestitka bojici novom velikom uspjehu. Za Mateja pitanja, nadovezat ću se na ovo, može li ona utakmica protiv Francuske u Parizu u lipnju u Ligi nacija biti nekakva špranca kako bi trebalo i protiv Brazila, a za Dejana od one Rusije prošle godine 11. mjesta na pobjedu, ti si u godinu dana odigrao 58 minuta za reprezentaciju samo protiv Austrije u Beču, nije te bilo, dosta je bilo problema u tom periodu. Zanima me, je li taj period najteži za tebe u 13 godina karijere u reprezentaciji?
Pa je, mislim da utakmica protiv Francuske u Ligi nacija bila dosta dobra s naše strane. Kontrolirali smo cijelu utakmicu, bili dobri u posjedu, bili agresivni, pokazali dosta samopouzdanja s loptom i to treba ponoviti u petak, jednostavno namjeriti našu igru, pokušati mi držati loptu i ne se povući, što ćemo sigurno i napraviti. I naravno nama je rani gol nam uvijek pomaže, tako da pokušati postići rani gol i onda smo mi stvarno opasni, tako da, ali Brazil je vrhunska ekipa i nešto, najlakše je to znati tako reći da treba ponoviti utakmicu, ali mislim da je ta utakmica sigurno jedan smjer kako treba igrati.
Koliko sam odigrao utakmice, nisam ono čuo.
Jednu utakmicu, ti si od Rusije do sad dolaska na Bliski istok,
Da, mislim nešto drugačije. Pa, iskreno, nije, šta znači težak period, ima i težih perioda u životu.
Mislim sam vezano za reprezentaciju.
Za reprezentaciju, pa je, realno gledajući, bio sam iznimno frustriran. Ne mogu ni pomoći reprezentaciju, jer volim biti tu i biti sa dečkima i dati sve od sebe. I naravno i u klubu. I to je dosta dug bio period neigranja, dobra 4 mjeseca, ali uspio sam to nekako savladati. Borio sam se sam sa sobom, bilo je dosta teško i psihički, realno. Ali kažem, vjerovao sam i u sebe da ću se vratiti i tko zna zašto je bilo to tako. Ja uvijek kažem, iza takvih stvari stoje razlozi, to bili pozitivni ili negativni, saznaćemo, ali opet, takve stvari mi samo jačavaju.
The question from Mateo was if the game against France in Paris when Croatia won is it a good blueprint for the game against Brazil? Mateo said, yeah, I would agree. We played a really good game there. We were really good controlling the ball in possession as well. That's what we need to do against Brazil as well, to keep the ball. Of course, the early goal that we scored there helps us a lot. But this is Brazil, so it's easy to say that we could follow that blueprint. It's going to be a different game, but I would agree it's a good concept for us. The question for Dan was about the period before the World Cup. With his injury and not playing for the national team for some time, it was difficult for him. He said, "Oh, during your career you have difficult periods as well." I was frustrated that I couldn't be with the team because I really liked spending the time with the guys and helping the team on the pitch. But I overcame that. It was psychologically difficult and challenging, but I always believe there's a reason behind everything. So that's it. Maybe a couple of more questions from the international league, and then we'll just do it in Croatian. Yeah, yes.
To Lovren, please. How to stop Brazil? And did you learn some things about Brazilian culture and some words in Portuguese with Alisson and Fabinho?
How to stop them? It's simple. Ispričavam se. Kako je zaustaviti? Zaustaviti trebamo svih 11 igrača. Kogod bude igrao, kao što sam rekao, imaju opasnu ekipu, individualno su fantastični, u najboljim klubovima svijeta igraju, ne treba previše riječi trošiti na njih, tako da nismo spremni na tu borbu. A što se tiče riječi, dosta razumijem jer imam jako puno prijatelja i s kojima sam igrao i od doba Lyona do Southamptona pa Liverpoola naravno i današnjeg Zenita. Svugdje imam Brazilaca svojih prijatelja.
Our goal is to try to stop the whole team. Of course, Brazil has a lot of individual quality. They play in the best clubs in the world, but we are ready for that fight. As for the language, yeah, I understand quite a few words. I've been playing with Brazilian players from Lyon to Southampton, from Liverpool to Zenit, so I have a lot of Brazilian friends wherever I played. We'll have two more questions, gentlemen in the first row and gentlemen over there, and we are done. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ken Sanozawa from GT Press, Japanese media, and I have a question for Lovren. When you played in Liverpool, Takumi Minamino was your teammate, right, for 6 months. And how was the matchup with him? And he missed penalty. Now, do you have some message for him?
Da, igrao sam sa Minaminom i mogu reći fantastičan igrač, fantastičan dečko. Već sam rekao da se na kraju utakmice nismo uspjeli vidjeti i čak i on meni prvi poslao poruku i čestitao mi je nakon utakmice i zaželio nam je svu sreću i naravno da uspijemo ovo osvojiti. I evo, to dovoljno govori o njemu. A drugo, to što je promašio penal, mislim i najveći su promašivali, tako da je to iskreno, naravno, svako bi htio zabiti gol, ali naravno da se ih pita nešto i tu golmana, ali taki, kako ga mogu nazvat, on samo nek nastavi sa svojim nogometom jer ima nesvakidašnji talent i tako da ja želimo mu svu sreću.
Yes, I played with him. He's a great player and a great person. We haven't met after the game, but he was the first one to send me the message after the game, congratulate me on the win and wish us all the good luck rest of the tournament, and that speaks everything about him. Even the greatest players miss penalties, so that's no problem. I think, of course, you want to score, but goalkeepers are the ones that can do something about that as well. He just needs to keep doing his thing. He's an extraordinary talent, and I wish him the best. Last question.
Good evening, Thiago Leme from Ben Sports Brazil. Question for Lovren. Lovren, as you said, you have good relationship with Brazilians from Liverpool, now the Zenit, etc. Have you already spoken with some of them before this match, or you intend to speak with some of them? And also, some people say that it's disrespectful the way of the Brazilians celebrating the score when they score, dancing. Do you agree with that? Is it disrespectful, or is part of football, part of happiness? Hvala.
Čuo sam se sa svim Brazilcima, osim sa igračima sa kojim sad 2 dana igramo. Svi su mi zaželili sreću. Kao što sam rekao, to su dragi ljudi, dobri moji prijatelji i evo, nadam se da ćemo i nakon utakmice biti u dobrim odnosima. Šta je to drugo? Ples. Za ples. Pa mogu raditi što hoće. Kad se zabije gol, ja nemam ništa protiv toga, tako da ja ne vidim tu nikakav disrespekt, tako da naravno ima sve svoju granicu, ali što se tiče plesa, ja znam kako Brazilci dišu, žive uz pjesmu, rodili su se uz pjesmu, tako da ja ne vidim ništa loše, samo pozitivno.
As for communication with the players, I think I've been in contact with all the Brazilians that I have played with, except the guys that we are playing in 2 days. Everybody wished me good sporting luck, and I hope to, of course, stay in communication with them after the game. As for the dancing, honestly, everybody can do whatever they want and how they want to celebrate. I have no issues with that, and I don't think it's disrespectful toward the opponent. Of course, everything has a boundary, but I think Brazilians were born with the songs, with the dancing, and I see no issues with that. Thank you, everybody. Hvala lijepo. First 15 minutes is open for media. Hvala Mateo.